Recently, I went down a rabbit hole watching Alex Hormozi's content on marketing for service-based businesses, and I couldn't stop taking notes. As someone who's been working exclusively with roofing contractors for 3 years plus across 150 companies, I wanted to go ahead and see the guy who scaled companies to $100 million plus, what he had to say that could actually apply to our industry. So I went through hours of his videos to pull out the best strategies that roofing contractors can use, because when Alex Hormozi talks about what actually works in marketing for service businesses, you listen. So today we're going to be going through 4 of his best pieces of advice on how you can use them to dominate your local roofing market and finally escape the feast or famine cycle.
Let's start with the first one, which is nobody knows you exist. And if you're under $1 million in revenue, I can virtually guarantee that basically everyone on earth doesn't know you exist. And so the first 4 hours of every day should be dedicated to solving that problem and going from obscurity to being aware. And so we do that by doing the core 4 more.
All right, so let's break down what Hormozi is saying about the obscurity problem, because this applies more to roofing contractors almost more than any other business. Here's the harsh reality that most roofing contractors under $3 million don't want to hear. You think you have brand awareness in your market? You think people know who you are because you've been in business for 5 years, maybe 10 years? You got some yard signs out, you've done some jobs in the neighborhood, but the truth is 99.8% of your market has never heard of you. Think about that. If you're in a metro area with 500,000 people and you've done 200 roofing jobs, congratulations. You've only touched maybe 600 people. When you include your neighbors who saw your trucks, that's about 0.12 of your market. The problem with relying on referrals is it creates a false sense of market penetration. You get 3 referrals in a month and you think, great, my business is growing organically. But what you don't see is the 200 homeowners a week who needed roofers went to Google, typed in roof repairs near me, and never saw your name. They called your competitor instead, and you weren't even in the consideration set. This is why Hormozi says the first 2 to 4 hours of every single day should be dedicated to visibility activities, not just operations, not just estimating jobs, not just managing crews. Visibility, making people know you exist. So here's what you're gonna do to combat this. Firstly, you need to be on social media. You need a blog on your website. You need to be creating content that educates homeowners about roofing, how to spot hail damage, when to repair versus when to replace your roof, what to look for in a roofing contractor. This content compounds over time. A video you make today will bring you a customer in 3 years. So next is paid advertising, which means Google local service ads, Google search ads, Facebook ads. Yes, it costs money, but it's the fastest way to get the visible people who are actively looking for a roofer right now. If you're under $1 million in revenue and you're not running ads, you're invisible to the market. Here's what I see all the time. Roofing contractors spend years waiting for the phone to ring instead of proactively looking for the customers themselves. They blame the economy, they blame the competition, they blame everything except the fact that nobody knows they exist. And here's the thing about consistency. With these visibility efforts, it compounds. If you commit to posting 3 pieces of content per week and running ads consistently, after 6 months, you'll start seeing results. After 12 months, you'll dominate your local market. But most contractors give up after 30 days because they don't see immediate results. Visibility is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And the contractors who win are the ones who show up every single day to solve the obscurity problem.
Don't you think that maybe there's enough people in your marketplace to satisfy your business? Probably. The amount of times that I would have a gym owner, for example, who'd come to me and say, hey, there's this other guy in the marketplace who's now running Facebook ads. I'm like, you only need 200 people in your gym to be incredibly profitable. And right now, the last time I checked, you've got 1 million people in your city. And so you just have to get 200 of them. And so if there's 10 others or 100 other gyms that are advertising your area, even on the same platform, you still just need to get 0.00002% of that audience to just come to you.
This clip right here is a game changer for roofing contractors who think their market is saturated. Let me break down the math for you, because when you actually look at the numbers, you realize how ridiculous the saturation excuse really is. Let's say you want to build $1 million roofing business. The average residential roof replacement is around $8,000 to $15,000, depending on your market. Let's call it $10,000 on average. To hit $1 million, you need to do 100 roof replacements per year. That's it, 100 jobs. Now let's say you're in a metro area with 200,000 households. According to the industry data, about 5% of homes need a roof in any given year due to age, storm damage, or any other issue. That's 10,000 roofing jobs available in your market every single year. You need 100 of them. That's 1% of the available market. 1%. Even if there are 50 companies in your area, there are still 10,000 jobs. Even if they got an equal share, that's 200 jobs per company. And guess what? They don't get an equal share most of the times. Most roofing companies are terrible at marketing. Most don't have websites that work, most don't show up on Google, most don't run ads, and most don't do the content. If you do the basic visibility and marketing that you've been talking about, you can easily capture 1% of your available market. Actually, you can capture way more than that. The math removes all competitive anxiety. You don't need to win every job in your market. You don't even need to win 10% of the jobs. You need a tiny sliver. And there are enough homeowners with roofing problems in your market right now to support dozens of successful roofing companies. This is an abundant mindset versus a scarcity mindset. Scarcity says there's not enough to go around. Abundance says there's more than enough. I just need to make sure people know I exist. By the way, if you do want some help implementing everything I'm talking about in this video, building a high converting website, improving your visibility and marketing, and generating more leads, you can click the first link in the description to book a call with me, and we'll see if we're a good fit to help you dominate your local roofing market.
And they've got 11,382 5 stars, and they've got a 4.7. Who do you buy from? This guy, obviously. But why? This guy has a better promise. Because you believe this guy.
All right, let's talk about why proof dominates in roofing marketing. Every single roofing company makes the same promises: quality, workmanship, affordable prices, trusted locally, family owned and operated, over 20 years of experience. Homeowners have heard it all before. They don't believe in promises anymore because everyone makes the same promises. What homeowners believe in is proof. But here's what most roofers don't understand. Your website is the single most important piece of proof. And I'm not talking about just having a website. I'm talking about having a website that actually showcases all of your proof in a way that it converts homeowners. Think about it. Where does a homeowner go after they see your truck? After they get a referral? After they see your ad? They go to your website. And in those 30 seconds they spend looking at your website, they're making a judgment call on whether you're legit, whether you're professional, can they trust you on a $15,000 investment. If your website looks like it was built in 2010, if it's slow, and if it doesn't have any real proof on it, you just lost a customer. They're clicking back in Google and calling your competitor. But if your website is professionally done and designed, loads fast, and is packed with proof before and galleries, embedded with videos, testimonials, detailed case studies, customer reviews, prominently displayed, the homeowner sees you as the real deal. Here's the difference between a website that converts versus a website that kills your credibility. A website that has generic stock photos of random roofers, vague promises like we're the best, maybe 1 or 2 testimonials buried at the bottom, and contact information that's so hard to find, that website screams, I don't take my business seriously. A good website is a proof-driven website that has real photos from your actual jobs, before and after galleries, organized by neighborhood or roof type, video testimonials embedded right on the homepage, detailed case studies, customer reviews with names and faces, service pages that explain exactly what you do and show proof of you doing it. That's the website that converts because it's not making promises, it's showing proof. In our experience, working with over 150 roofing companies, the contractors with proven-driven websites convert 3 to 5 times more visitors into leads than contractors with promise-based websites. 3 to 5 times more conversions, same traffic. The only difference is proof. This is exactly why we built the ultimate roofing website blueprint. The way we did it is designed from the ground up to showcase proof. We built 40 to 60 page websites with dedicated galleries, testimonial sections, case studies, service pages, the weave in proof at every step. When a homeowner lands on each of these websites, they immediately see the difference if your website doesn't prove you're legitimate, professional, and trustworthy. You're losing customers every single day to competitors who have better websites. Even if you do better work, even if you have better prices, because homeowners never call you to even find out. Your website is your proof. Make sure it's working for you, not against you. So those are Alex Hormozi's 3 game-changing insights for roofing contractors, solving the obscurity problem with daily visibility efforts. Understanding your market is bigger than you think, and leading with proof, not promises. If you implement each and every one of these strategies in your roofing business, you'll see immediate improvements in your lead qualities and conversion rates. And if you're interested in working with us to help you dominate your local market, escape the feast or famine cycle, and build a lead generating machine that positions you as the local authority, not just any other roofing company competing on price, then click the first link in the description to book a call with me. Someone from my team will speak to you shortly, and check out the next video on the screen to learn exactly how to create a high converting roofing business website in 2025, like we've done for over 150 roofing companies. Thanks for watching. Go watch the rest of my videos on my channel, and for more roofing marketing videos, I'll see you in the next video.